Alright, so 2-word problems in this video, and then that will be it for this lesson. A family driving to their vacation destination traveled for 3 hours at r miles per hour, then decreased the speed by 15 miles per hour for 2 hours. How far have they traveled? So we're going to go back to what we saw in the last one, remembering that distance is equal to rate times time. So the first distance they traveled for 3 hours, so that's your time, and then r miles per hour, that is the rate. So we're going to multiply those together and say 3r. Alright, then they decrease the speed by 15 miles per hour, so 15 miles per hour is the r, for 2 hours, which is the time. Now, the way that we represent that is we have to take their speed and decrease it by 15 miles per hour. So they were going r miles per hour, but now they're slowing down by 15 miles per hour. And then we multiply that, so that is their rate, and they're doing this for 2 hours, so that gets multiplied by 2. How far have they traveled? Well, remember, distance is equal to that 3r, and distance is equal to that. So we want to add those together to get the total distance. So we're going to take 3r, that's the first distance they traveled, we're going to add to it the next distance that they traveled, 2 times r minus 15. And then, of course, we can do some simplifying. We see those parentheses and we just can't wait to distribute. So carry down the 3r, that is a positive 2. So plus 2r, and then 2 times negative 15 is negative 30. Combine your like terms, we get 5r minus 30. And then how far have they traveled? We are talking distance, and we're in miles, so 5r minus 30 miles. Alright, last word problem, at least for this lesson. 2 angles in a pentagon have a measure of 3x degrees. What is the average of the measures of the other 3 angles? And then we're given a nice little hint. The sum of the measures of the angles of a pentagon are 540 degrees. So, think back to geometry. What's a pentagon? That's where we're going to start. If you remember, a pentagon has 5 sides. So it's going to look something like this. Then we're told that 2 of those angles inside the pentagon have a measure of 3x degrees. So this is 3x, and this is 3x. And what they want to know is it says find the average of the measures of the other 3 angles. So we want to know these 3 angles, what their average is. So basically, when you find average, remember how you add them up and divide by how many there are? Well, we know that this total sum of all the angles is 540. So if we take 540 and subtract out those 3 x's, that's going to leave you with those 3 angles. And then what happens is to find the average. Well, let's simplify this first because we have some like terms. So 540, negative 3x minus 3x is minus 6x. So this 540 minus 3x is the sum of those 3 angles. Now to find the average, we divide by how many angles there are. And how many angles are there? 3. And then we've got that fraction we can simplify. Remember, break it apart. 540 over 3 minus 6x over 3. So the average is going to be 540 divided by 3 is 180. And 6 divided by 3 is 2, so minus 2x. And what kind of label is this? What is the average of the measures of the other angles? So this is in degrees, so I'm going to throw parentheses around just to say 180 minus 2x degrees. That's our average.